Hey guys, welcome back to The Buzz. I'm Tiara Bree, and today I am sitting with Vicki, the Regional Director of Blue Star Families. How are you doing, Vicki?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So could you tell me a little bit about Blue Star Families?
Yes, Blue Star Families started about 6 years ago, and it was started by a group of military spouses, and they saw the divide between our military and the civilian communities we live in. And so they all came up with an idea that they wanted to strengthen our military and also connect America to its military, to just have a better family life for military, since we move around so much, and really build the communities that we live in so that we feel a part of those communities.
Okay, so is Blue Star Families a national company?
It is, yes, it is.
Okay.
And it's also overseas.
Cool.
We have over 100 chapters. We are the largest nonprofit group that supports the military, which is awesome. And one of the ways we do that is through our programs and resources. We have 4 major programs, which are our careers program, our books on bases, our caregivers and our caregivers, empowering caregivers, and our Blue Star Museums programs. And that's how we support our military throughout the year in all these different chapters. And we do that through, we conduct a military family life survey every spring, and that gives us an eyesight into what are the struggles that military families are facing. And then we can put into place, we can go to our policymakers, and we can put into place programs and resources that will support our military families within their communities.
That is amazing.
Yes.
And that's definitely beneficial. I'm a Navy brat, so I definitely know that divide all too well.
Yes.
Are you in the military family? Or?
I am. My husband is attached to NAS Jacksonville. This is actually our 3rd time back to Jacksonville.
Really?
Yes,
so you
it
move
is.
around quite a lot.
We do move around quite a lot, yes.
Okay. And then what are some of the things that Blue Star Families helps with? I know you said the different categories, but with the career search, what all do you do with that?
What's awesome with our career search is we just published our study, and the underemployment and unemployment of our military spouses is at an all-time high. Just for our unemployment part, we are at 12%, and our civilian friends are at a 7%. So there's just this big divide. And so with our careers program, we really want to help spouses be able to network and know that when they PCS, they will have a job at that next duty station. So that's where our careers department is really working, and what our event tomorrow is based on is a nice little workshop where we bring in speakers that help specifically tomorrow organize their job search, because there are so many outlets that you can look for on the internet. And as a military spouse in a new area, where do I start? Where's a good area? And so we're trying to help hone that and make it easier for our military spouses.
That definitely seems beneficial.
Yes.
It's amazing. So you have that event tomorrow, but do you have any more in the future?
We do. I have 2 more that I'd like to talk about. We have our Blue Star Museum event, which is one of our major programs, and that is from Memorial Day to Labor Day. There's museums across the United States that offer free admission to active duty military families. And the one here is Commerce Museum of Arts and Gardens, and they are providing for us a day on August 6th from 2 to 4 for our military families to come, and I'll have a table there, and they can come see me and learn a little bit about Blue Star Families and also tour the museum.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And that's do you have another event?
Yes, and one other one is our huge, so our survey that I talked about in in the spring is closed. And our results will launch in the beginning of December. So we get to see where we need help, programming that will help, and so that is usually a huge launch party that we do in December. So more fun stuff on that as it gets closer.
Awesome.
Yes.
And do you all work with any local charities, organizations, or anything, partnerships that you have here?
Yes, we do, and USO is definitely one of them, and we have many other ones. That is not my expertise area, so we have other program managers and things that kind of lead that, and I kind of just support those programs and those partnerships here in Jacksonville.
Okay, and then since you're a nonprofit, are you all seeking donations or anything, volunteers, or how do you get involved?
We are definitely always seeking volunteers. In fact, we are launching our initiative for a volunteer leadership team here that would work alongside me as the regional director here, that would help me plan events, execute events, for outreach of those events. So I'm always looking for volunteers, yes.
Okay, volunteers.
Yes,
Thank you.
I do.
Okay, that is amazing.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to discuss about Blue Star Families to the viewers of Jacksonville?
I think that I just want everyone to realize that and especially for me as a military spouse, and this Blue Star Families is very impactful for me as a military spouse to feel involved in our communities. And as we move from community to community, we really want to be involved, even though we might only be here for 2 years, 3 years. We want to be involved. So I think just to be open to military spouses, military families that move into the area, that we love our communities we move into and we want to be a part of them.
Okay, and I was going to ask really quickly, do you all have programs or opportunities for kids as well? Just knowing
Yes.
growing up as a Navy brat, there
Yes.
wasn't much to do.
No, you're right. You're right. There isn't. And Books on Bases is one of my passions, and that is where I get to go into military impacted schools, or I can do programs outside of schools, and we get thousands of books donated to us. Disney is one of our huge donators, and I get to go in and do programs, crafts, and that promotes literacy, especially over the summer when a lot of families are PCSing and moving to their next duty station. Then they have that book that they can hold on to and read and love. So
I know. I always like taking a token with me when I
right.
went. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Vicki, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next time at The Buzz.